have your arm, Shayla. We'll talk in a bit. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna get ready to scream on 3. 1, 2, 3.
No, wait.
What?
There are kids in the audience.
You want me to cut a kid?
But no.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
I know. Talk to them.
You want me to talk to
I can't
kids?
talk to them before
Me?
the yes, you.
Okay, Shayla, you can relax. Kids, whatever you do, don't ever drink beer for breakfast. Just because your mommy does not make it right. Mommy's so tired, she's not homeschooling you. Mommy needs whiskey before world history, okay? 9 out of 10 mommies agree.
Yeah. There's a lot of truth in that,
Yeah.
but this is a safety talk. Then.
Oh yeah, of course. The blades, kids, the blades. They're all dulled, or they're made out of plastic or rubber, or they're dull and plastic like the Kardashians. I want to emphasize people set up these guys are professionals at training, so don't try this at home.
Do it at a friend's house.
Yes.
No. Do it at Disney. Can we have a close-up on Shayla, please?
They got better lawyers.
There we are.
Shayla. Everybody scream along. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, scream!
See, that is in her arm.
What's in her arm?
Is that supposed to happen?
No, that's not
Seriously?
supposed to- No.
What? No, what are we going to do? Picture! Oh, wait, no, it's video. Is it video? I was going to ask you, Shayla, does it hurt? They cut the whole thing off.
Ta-da! Shayla, everybody! All right, anybody besides Shayla that freaked out? Anybody? Let me show you how this is done, okay? I love this gag. It's a simple gag, but it's really cool. It's obviously cut out in the blade. You can see the cut out there. But you didn't see it a second ago because I had it hidden in the handle. There you go. So there's a bulb of fake blood behind the handle, squeeze on the bulb, blood comes out of the tube right there behind the blade. Looks like it's creating a wound. I'm hanging onto the blade with my index finger. This gives me leverage to cut across her arm. This is all for misdirection because I want to be here. And what you were feeling was the pinch of it. So yeah. So this blade isn't even real. It was designed by this guy right here, Tom Savini, the creature creator in the original Dawn of the Dead movie. One of his first jobs in this business was working with the great George Romero. Pretty cool. The blade isn't real, as I said, and Shayla's doing just great.
How about a big round of applause for Shayla? Take you back to your loving fiancé.
Congratulations, you guys. Good luck to you. Sorry.
That's good, all right. Actually, Universal's coming up on 100 years of classic horror. We have an amazing history, and I would love for you to talk more about that.
Absolutely. Before we get into the big history, let me bring up one thing, folks, that I just found out about a couple of days ago. We lost one of the greats on Monday night, and it was our last of the original Universal monsters, the great Riku Browning. Passed away Monday evening in his home of 93 years. He was the original Gillman. He was the creature from the Black Lagoon. He was the last of the remaining Universal monsters. He passed away at 93 with a great life. After he was the Gillman, he went on to create and do all the underwater sequences for the Flipper movies and TV show. And a little trivia for you, he also did he was the director for the underwater sequences of the Baby Ruth bar in Caddyshack. Yeah. But the original Gillman just passed away. We lost our last monster, and so a little bit for Rico. But all of this goes back to the 1920s with makeup pioneer Lon Chaney. Lon Chaney, the man of 1,000 faces. He worked for Universal Studios back in the 20s, and he brought to life such classic monsters such as our first monster, the Phantom of the Opera, 1925, or the Hunchback of Notre Dame, just named two as many. Now, Lon was not only a groundbreaking makeup artist, he was also an amazing actor. He would suffer to bring realism to these creatures. While filming Hunchback, he's actually wearing a 15-pound rubber hump and a harness that contorted his back in a way so that he couldn't actually stand upright. Now, Lon was very secretive, a lot like a magician. He did not like to talk about his techniques, and unfortunately, he passed away. He took those secrets with him to the grave. So to this day, we don't exactly know how some of those monsters are brought to life. But this ushered in the horror craze of the 30s with my hero, the genius, Mr. Jack Pierce. Jack Pierce, he designed all of the classic Universal monsters, the big ones. Wolfman, Mummy, Bride of Frankenstein, Lady Gaga, Pete Davidson. Jack sometimes would go to morgues, he'd practice on cadavers. It's creepy but true. There's Tom Brady going back in retirement. Jack working on Boris Karloff, Frankenstein's monster. It took 4 hours every day. Layers of makeup and 2 Hershey's Kisses. Right there. Karloff was also the Mummy in 1932. The Mummy took twice as long, 8 hours. Head to toe in makeup, gauze bandages and mud, all for just 10 minutes of screen time. Well, I love these monsters. We've had great ones. We've had crappy ones. The Metaluna Mutant for this Islander, I love him. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's actually everybody running away from Kanye West. Okay, so everything changed in 1968. The great John Chambers, he created foam latex. He won a Special Academy Award for his work on the original Planet of the Apes with Ronnie McDonald. What they would do... What are you doing?
I'm sanitizing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Why are you sanitizing?
Because it's important to keep things clean.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happened? You know,
Oh, I heard it. It was loud.
it goes off if you touch the
I
curtain.
didn't touch I didn't touch the curtain. I got hit, and then I cleaned it. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Go on.
It got hit. What do you mean?
Somebody threw something.
At my curtain? Who?
I don't want to play anybody out.
No,
I don't
please.
want to make a big deal. It's not the entire show, but that kid.
Kid. Right here? Right here.
Yeah.
That kid threw something at my curtain.
Yeah.
What'd she throw?
A cigarette.
She threw something.
She threw a cigarette. Yeah. I was like, whoa. I'm like, you're getting out of control. And she's like, Mardi Gras! I'm like, relax. It lasts for another 9 months. And she's like, no! And then she held it up and she's like, yeet!
She said, yeet.
Take your curtain.
Nice. I don't even know what that means.
Different.